Welcome back to ZE Coins. Today, did you know that the 1982 D Washington quarter is making waves in the coin collecting world? That's right, this seemingly ordinary quarter could actually be worth a small fortune today. With a current market value reaching as high as $52.85, this coin is no longer just pocket change. Stick around, and I'll tell you everything you need to know about why this coin is so special, how to spot it, and what factors could make your 1982 D quarter worth big money. First, let's take a quick trip back in time to 1982. The Washington quarter, designed by John Flanagan, had been in circulation since 1932, created to commemorate George Washington's 200th birthday. By 1982, the design had become a staple of American coinage. But what makes the 1982 D Washington quarter different? Cut to a graphic showing 1982 D underlined with bold text, NO mint sets produced in 1982. In 1982, the U.S. Mint decided not to produce official mint sets for collectors. That means many quarters from that year didn't receive the same level of care and preservation as coins from other years. Instead, they were released directly into circulation, meaning most of them show significant wear and tear. This has made high-grade, uncirculated examples of the 1982 D quarter incredibly rare, and incredibly valuable. So, what determines the value of a 1982 D Washington quarter? Let's break it down into three main factors: condition, rarity, and demand. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin. Quarters graded as MS-65, mint state, or higher are extremely valuable. Because there were no collector sets, high-grade examples are scarce. If your coin has sharp details and minimal scratches, you could have a winner. Collectors are always on the hunt for these quarters, especially in top condition. It's the perfect storm of limited supply and high demand. Close-up shot of a coin with a magnifying glass, highlighting the D mint mark, and don't forget the mint mark. The D indicates it was minted in Denver. While Philadelphia also produced quarters in 1982, the Denver minted ones tend to attract more attention from collectors. Now let's talk about what you should look for if you think you've got a 1982 D Washington quarter. Here's a checklist: look for crisp lines in Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers on the reverse. Minimal wear, check for signs of wear and scratches. Coins in mint condition are worth the most. No errors. While some coins with minting errors can be valuable, most 1982 D quarters are prized for their pristine condition. Mint mark, look for the small D on the right side of Washington's ponytail. That if your quarter checks these boxes, it's time to get it professionally graded. So, what's the current market value of a 1982 D Washington quarter? Coins in circulated condition are typically worth only their face value, 25 cents. However, if you have a high-grade coin in MS-65 or better, you're looking at a value of $52.85 or even higher. Rare MS-66 or MS-67 examples can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Okay, so you found a 1982 D Washington quarter, and it looks promising. What's next? Here are some tips for selling your coin. Get it graded. Use a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to determine its official grade. Research prices. Check auction sites like eBay or Heritage Auctions to see what similar coins are selling for. Choose the right venue. You can sell to a local coin dealer, through online auctions, or even at a coin show. Remember, knowledge is power. Knowing the value of your coin will help you negotiate the best price. We're talking about the 1991 D Washington quarter, an ordinary-looking coin with some extraordinary potential value. The 1991 D quarter might seem like just another Washington quarter at first glance. But collectors know better. The D mint mark stands for the Denver Mint, where millions of quarters were struck that year. So, why is this coin generating buzz, and why are collectors willing to pay over $40,000 for it? Let's break it down. In 1991, the Denver Mint produced around 927 million Washington quarters. While that's a large number, only a few of these coins hold significant value today. This is due to a combination of rarity, errors, and their condition, more on that shortly. This coin is part of the Washington Quarter series that ran from 1932 to 1998, a period known for its rich history and high collectability. But not every 1991 D quarter is worth a fortune. Let's dig deeper to find out what makes some of them so valuable. Here are 3 key factors that determine the value of a 1991 D quarter: condition, errors, and demand. Let's start with condition. If your quarter is in mint state, meaning it has never been in circulation, it could be worth thousands. Coins graded MS-67 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC are especially valuable because they are incredibly rare in such high grades. Now, let's talk about errors. Minting errors can dramatically increase a coin's value. On 1991 D quarters, look for doubling on the letters, misaligned dies, or die cracks. These errors are sought after by collectors and can make your coin worth significantly more. The final factor is demand. Some collectors are willing to pay top dollar for rare, high-grade 1991 D quarters, especially if they have unique features or errors. In 2024, the current market value for a high-grade 1991 D quarter is a staggering $42,855. So, how can you tell if your 1991 D quarter is worth big money? Follow these steps. First, look under the eagle on the reverse side of the coin. If there's a D, it means the coin was minted in Denver. Next, examine the coin's condition. Any scratches or wear will lower its value. If it looks flawless, it could be worth getting professionally graded. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to check for doubling, cracks, or other unusual features. Finally, consider sending your coin to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. A high-grade coin could fetch a premium at auction. Once you've identified a potentially valuable coin, it's time to sell. Here are your options. Platforms like eBay or Heritage Auctions are great for reaching a large audience of collectors. Local coin shops can provide quick cash, but they might not offer top dollar. Coin shows are another excellent way to connect with buyers and get a fair price. Who would have thought that a simple 1991 D quarter could be worth so much? Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone checking their pocket change, always keep an eye out for these hidden treasures. Your next big find could be right under your nose. We're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting and discussing a coin you might have in your pocket change right now, the 1992 P Washington Quarter. Could this little quarter be worth big money? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know its true value and what makes some of these coins worth hundreds, or even thousands, of dollars. First, let's take a closer look at this coin. The 1992 P Washington Quarter was minted in Philadelphia, which is indicated by the P mint mark on the obverse side, just to the right of Washington's ponytail. This quarter features the classic Washington profile on the front and an eagle design on the reverse. Now, a little history lesson. The Washington Quarter has been a staple of U.S. currency since 1932, commemorating George Washington's 200th birthday. But the 1992 version was part of the standard clad composition series before the introduction of the state quarters program in 1999. The coin is made of copper and nickel, and about 477 million of these were struck at the Philadelphia Mint in 1992. So, what makes this coin special and potentially valuable? Let's break it down. Here's what collectors look for when determining the value of a 1992 P quarter. The coin's grade is one of the biggest factors affecting its value. Coins in circulated condition are usually worth face value, 25 cents. But if you find a 1992 P quarter in uncirculated or mint state condition, its value jumps significantly. For example, a coin graded MS-65, mint state 65, can fetch anywhere from $10 to $25, while a higher grade like MS-67 can be worth $100 or more. Look for minting errors. Some 1992 P quarters have misstrikes, doubling, or die cracks, which can make them highly collectible. One notable error is the double die obverse, DDO, where parts of the design, like the text or Washington's profile, appear doubled. While Philadelphia primarily produces business strike coins, collectors often confuse proof coins from San Francisco, marked with S, as being valuable. Proof coins are specially struck for collectors and often have a higher value, especially if they're in pristine condition. Sometimes, unique anomalies, such as off-center strikes or coins struck on the wrong planchet, can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. Let's talk market value. Right now, the average value of a standard 1992 Washington quarter in circulated condition is about face value. But coins in mint state condition are worth considerably more. As of today's market, an MS-67 graded coin can sell for up to $385. However, rarer error coins have been known to sell for thousands. For example, one major auction saw a misstruck 1992 quarter sell for nearly $1,500. So, how can you tell if your quarter is valuable? Here are the steps to check. Ensure it's a P mint mark from Philadelphia. Use a magnifying glass to look for scratches, wear, and luster. The better the condition, the higher the value. Carefully check the coin for any doubling, cracks, or off-center strikes. If you think you've got a gem, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade can significantly increase your coin's market value. Once you've identified a valuable 1992 quarter, where can you sell it? Here are some great options. Local coin shops. Many dealers are willing to buy rare coins. Online marketplaces. Websites like eBay and Etsy allow you to auction your coin to the highest bidder. Coin shows and auctions. Attend events or submit your coin to a professional auction house. Facebook groups and forums. Engage with fellow collectors to find private buyers. So, is the 1992 Washington quarter worth big money? It absolutely can be, but it all depends on the coin's condition, rarity, and any special features it might have. Always take the time to inspect your coins. You never know when you might have a hidden treasure. We're diving into the fascinating story of the 2004 Wisconsin state quarter with the elusive, high-leaf bearer. This unique coin has captivated collectors and is worth way more than its face value. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why this coin is worth up to $32,855 in some markets and how to spot one in your collection. Back in 1999, the U.S. Mint began releasing the State Quarter series to celebrate each state's unique history and culture. Fast forward to 2004, and the spotlight fell on Wisconsin. The state's quarter features iconic symbols like a dairy cow, a round of cheese, and a corn stalk, a nod to its rich agricultural heritage. But there's a little-known secret hiding on some of these coins minted in Denver. Let's talk about the high-leaf and low-leaf bearers. So, what exactly is the high-leaf bearer? On most 2004 Wisconsin quarters, the corn stalk features 3 leaves. However, some coins have an extra leaf, a raised detail that appears either higher or lower than the original leaves. This mistake likely occurred during the minting process when a die was accidentally altered or damaged. The high leaf and low leaf variations are highly sought after by collectors, and they're the reason why these coins fetch incredible prices in today's market. Experts believe that only a few thousand of these error coins exist, making them relatively rare compared to the millions of standard Wisconsin quarters minted. Since these coins weren't intentionally made, spotting one in circulation is like finding a needle in a haystack. But don't worry, I'll show you exactly what to look for next. Ready to check your coin jar? Here's how you can identify the high-leaf error coin. Look at the reverse side of the quarter. This is the side with the cow, cheese, and corn stalk. Pay close attention to the corn stalk. Use a magnifying glass or a coin loupe for a clear view. If you see an extra leaf that appears higher or slightly curved above the others, congratulations, you may have the high leaf error. Verify the mint mark. Only quarters minted in Denver, marked with a D, can have this error. Asterisk. Now, let's talk money. The value of the 2004 Wisconsin high leaf quarter depends on its condition. Coins in circulated condition might sell for a few $100s. But if you've got one in pristine, uncirculated condition, you're looking at values reaching up to $32,855 at high-end auctions. That's more than 131,000 times its face value. Amazing, right? If you've found one of these rare coins, here's how to get the most out of it. Get your coin authenticated and graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Consider auctioning your coin through reputable platforms like Heritage Auctions or eBay. Research recent sales to set a realistic asking price. Asterisk, who would have thought that a humble quarter could be worth thousands? Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone with a piggy bank, checking your. We're diving into a fascinating topic that's been making waves in the numismatic world, the 2019 D Mint Mark $quarter coin. Could this coin hiding in your pocket change be worth big bucks? Stick around to find out why collectors are paying as much as $24.85, and sometimes even more, for this seemingly ordinary coin. Let's start with a little background. The D Mint mark on the 2019 quarter signifies that it was minted at the Denver Mint, one of the major coin production facilities in the United States. In 2019, the U.S. Mint released a special set of quarters under the America the Beautiful series. These coins featured unique designs representing different national parks and historic sites across the country. Each quarter released in 2019 carried a special design, and coins minted in Denver proudly bore the D mark. So, why is this coin commanding such high prices? The value of the 2019 D quarter is driven by a few key factors. 1. Rarity and condition. While millions of these quarters were minted, finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition with no blemishes is quite rare. Coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC with high grades, such as MS 67 or higher, are particularly sought after. 2. Design appeal. Collectors love the unique designs from the America the Beautiful series. Some designs, like the San Antonio Missions or Lowell National Historical Park, are especially popular. 3. Error coins. Some 2019 D quarters contain minting errors, such as double dies, misstrikes, or off-center errors. These mistakes add a premium to the coin's value, making them even more appealing to collectors. Now, let's talk about the current market value. As of today, uncirculated or high-grade 2019 D quarters are selling for around $24.85 in collector markets. Coins with errors or special characteristics have been known to fetch significantly higher prices, sometimes exceeding $100 depending on their rarity and condition. But don't rush to sell your coin just yet. If you have one of these quarters, it's essential to have it professionally graded. A grading service can verify its authenticity and assign a numerical grade that reflects its condition, which can significantly impact its value. If you think you've got a valuable 2019 D quarter, here are some tips for identifying and preserving it. 1. Check the mint mark. Look for the small d located near the bottom right corner of George Washington's portrait. 2. Inspect for errors. Use a magnifying glass to spot any doubling, misprints, or other anomalies. 3. Preserve the coin. Avoid touching the coin with your bare hands. Use gloves to prevent oils from tarnishing the surface. Store it in a protective holder or coin capsule to keep it in mint condition. So, there you have it, the 2019 D Mint Mark quarter might just be hiding in your pocket change, waiting to make you some serious cash. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your coin journey, this is one coin worth keeping an eye out for. We're diving deep into the world of the 1979 Washington $quarter coin. If you've ever come across one of these coins, you might be wondering, is it worth more than just 25 cents? The answer might surprise you, especially with its current market value at a whopping $58.855. In this video, we're going to explore how much a 1979 Washington quarter could be worth, some unique varieties of this coin, and what makes certain coins from this year so valuable. Stick around till the end, as we'll also give you some tips on how to spot a valuable 1979 Washington quarter, and how you can potentially cash in on these treasures. Let's start with the basics. The Washington quarter was first issued in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. By 1979, this coin was part of the regular series issued by the U.S. Mint. It features a bust of George Washington on the obverse, with the iconic eagle perched on a branch on the reverse. But what makes the 1979 version stand out in today's market? Let's find out. At first glance, a 1979 Washington quarter might look just like any other from its era, but don't be fooled. The key to its value lies in certain special factors that set it apart from the mass-produced ones. The value of any coin, including the 1979 Washington quarter, depends on a few factors. The first is its grade. Coin grading is a system that measures the quality of a coin's condition. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin is. A well-preserved, high-grade coin will be worth significantly more than one that is heavily worn or damaged. Coins are graded on a scale from good to mint state, with higher grades like MS-65 or MS-70 fetching premium prices. So, if you come across a 1979 Washington quarter in pristine condition, you're already looking at a coin that could be worth much more than its face value. But it doesn't stop there. Some 1979 Washington quarters have certain characteristics or errors that make them exceptionally valuable. For example, the 1979 D/D variety. This coin has a distinctive minting error where the D mint mark was stamped over a previous D mark, creating a double impression. Such errors can dramatically increase a coin's value. Even though this is a small detail, it's a huge deal in the coin collecting world. A 1979 D/D Washington quarter in MS-65 can fetch thousands of dollars, depending on its condition. That's a massive jump from just 25 cents. So, how much are these 1979 Washington quarters actually worth today? Well, the current market value for a standard 1979 quarter in average condition might hover around its face value, but for a high-grade example or one with a minting error, you're looking at a significantly higher value. Recently, a rare 1979 Washington quarter in mint state 65 or higher sold for nearly $58,855. That's right, over $58,000 for a quarter. Of course, this is an extreme case, but it highlights the potential that these coins hold. The more rare and well-preserved the coin is, the more valuable it becomes in the right market. If you're lucky enough to own a valuable 1979 Washington quarter, you might be wondering how to sell it. Well, there are plenty of options available. First, you can check with local coin shops, dealers, or attend a coin auction. It's always a good idea to get your coin appraised by an expert to ensure you're getting a fair price for it. Alternatively, you can sell your coins online through reputable auction sites like eBay or specialized numismatic platforms. Just be sure to take clear, high-quality photos and provide an honest description of your coin's condition. Transparency is key when selling rare coins. So, how do you spot a valuable 1979 Washington quarter? Here are some tips. Check the condition. Look for coins in good condition with minimal wear. The higher the grade, the more valuable it is. Look for minting errors. As we mentioned earlier, the 1979 D/D is a valuable error to watch for. Keep an eye out for any doubled mint marks or other unusual features. Consider the variety. Some coins from this year may have slightly different designs or minting variations, and these can also drive up value. Lastly, if you're unsure, consult with an expert. They'll be able to help you identify any rare or valuable features that might not be immediately obvious. To wrap it up, the 1979 Washington quarter-dollar coin might look like just another quarter at first glance, but with the right combination of rarity, condition, and minting errors, it can be worth a small fortune. From its face value of just 25 cents to the potential of $58,855 or more, this coin proves that even the most seemingly ordinary pieces of currency can have extraordinary worth. We're diving deep into the history, rarity, and current market value of this coin. And trust me, it's more valuable than you might think, especially if you have the right one. So make sure to stay tuned until the end as we reveal how much it could be worth today. Let's get started. First, let's talk about what makes the 1978 Washington quarter so special. The Washington quarter, as you may already know, has been a cornerstone of American currency for decades. It features a depiction of the first U.S. president, George Washington, designed by artist John Flanagan. The 1978 issue is no exception. But what sets this coin apart in terms of value is the variety of mint marks, quality, and some key errors that can make this coin worth far more than its face value of 25 cents. Like most modern quarters, the 1978 quarters were minted in several locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. These mint marks, located on the reverse side, are essential when assessing value. So, if you've got a 1978 quarter, you'll want to check where it was minted before making any assumptions about its worth. Let's go over some of the key features that make the 1978 quarter stand out. On the obverse, we see George Washington's profile, along with the words "Liberty," the year of minting, and the motto, "In God We Trust." On the reverse, we have the iconic eagle, perched on a bundle of arrows with a shield in front of it. Above the eagle, you'll see the words "United States of America" and "E pluribus unum," that means, out of many, one. All these details are typical of the Washington quarter design, but the value can really depend on condition and any possible errors. Now, condition plays a huge role. A coin that is in mint state or MS mint state will definitely fetch a premium price, while a coin that's worn out or damaged will be worth much less. The difference between a pristine coin and one with heavy wear can mean a difference of hundreds, if not thousands, of dollars. But here's where things get really exciting. Some of the 1978 Washington quarters have errors that can make them incredibly valuable. For example, you might find examples with a double die, where the images are slightly off-center, or those with other unique minting flaws. These error coins are highly sought after by collectors, and they can significantly increase the value of the coin. Coins like these, with visible errors, could sell for well above their normal value. For example, a 1978 quarter with a noticeable double die error could sell for hundreds, even thousands of dollars depending on the severity of the error. So, what's the current market value of a 1978 Washington quarter? As of now, a standard circulated 1978 quarter is worth around 25 cents, no surprise there. However, that's only if the coin is in low or average condition. But, if your 1978 quarter is in mint state or has a notable error, its value could be much higher. For example, a 1978 quarter in MS 66 grade, mint state 66, is valued at approximately $66.85. That's right, over $66 for a single quarter. This is a fantastic example of how coin grading can drastically affect a coin's value. Coins with higher grades, like MS 67 or higher, can sometimes be worth even more. So, how do you go about finding a valuable 1978 quarter? Well, the first step is to take a close look at the coin you have. Check for any unusual marks, errors, or signs of wear. A well-preserved coin in mint condition is key. If you spot any noticeable errors, like a double die, off-center strike, or unusual minting flaw, you might have a coin worth much more than you think. You can also get your 1978 quarters professionally graded by companies like PCGS or NGC, who will assess the coin's condition and assign it a grade. A high grade means a higher value. If you're unsure about the value of a coin you have, it's always worth consulting an expert or having it appraised. Let's look at some real-life examples. In recent years, some 1978 quarters with exceptional grades and errors have sold for big bucks. For example, a 1978 D quarter graded MS 67 by PCGS fetched over $1,500 at auction. And that's not a one-off situation. There are plenty of other examples of high-grade 1978 quarters pulling in significant amounts at coin auctions. As you can see, the market for these coins can be very strong, especially when you find a rare or error coin in near-perfect condition. So keep your eyes peeled, and you might be sitting on a gold mine. So, to sum it up, while a regular 1978 Washington quarter might not be worth much more than its face value, certain high-grade coins or error coins can fetch you serious money. If you've got one of these rare 1978 quarters, it could be worth hundreds, or even thousands, of dollars. Make sure to check your coin collection for any potential hidden gems. If you've got any 1978 quarters, don't just throw them in a jar without inspecting them first. And if you're lucky enough to have one in mint condition or with an error, you could be holding on to a coin worth much more than you ever thought. We're diving deep into a coin that's been catching the eyes of collectors and investors alike, the 1974 Washington quarter. Now, you might be wondering, what makes the 1974 Washington quarter so special? Well, stay tuned because we're about to uncover how this seemingly common quarter could actually be worth big money. We'll be covering its history, its rarity, how it has gained value over time, and of course, the current market value. Spoiler alert, some of these quarters are fetching up to $72.85. But not all 1974 Washington quarters are created equal. Some are worth just a few bucks, while others could be worth tens of thousands. Let's break it all down. The 1974 Washington quarter is part of the Washington Quarter series, which was first introduced in 1932 to honor George Washington's 200th birthday. For over 90 years, these quarters have been circulating, with minor design changes over the years. The 1974 issue was part of a regular circulation run, but there's much more to the story when it comes to its market value. Designed by John Flanagan, the obverse of the quarter features a portrait of George Washington, while the reverse shows an eagle holding an olive branch. Despite being minted in large numbers, it's important to understand how specific conditions can cause the coin to become valuable. So, why is the 1974 Washington quarter potentially worth $72.85 or more? The answer lies in condition and rarity. The vast majority of 1974 quarters are worth only face value, 25 cents, because they were minted in such large quantities. However, a small percentage of these coins have characteristics that make them highly sought after by collectors. First, let's talk about coin grades. The condition of the coin is crucial. Coins are graded on a scale from poor, P1, to mint state, MS, 70, with higher grades being significantly more valuable. So, a quarter that's in uncirculated or mint state condition can fetch far more than a worn, circulated coin. For a 1974 Washington quarter to command the big bucks, it needs to be in near-perfect or uncirculated condition, preferably with no scratches, dents, or other forms of damage. The most sought-after coins are those that have brilliant, original luster. But what else makes a 1974 quarter valuable? Well, certain errors or mint marks can significantly increase a coin's worth. Some errors in minting, such as double strikes, off-center strikes, or even die cracks, can make an otherwise regular coin extremely rare. For example, if your 1974 quarter has double die errors, where the design appears to be stamped more than once, this could drastically raise the value of your coin. These errors are rare, so finding one could potentially lead to a significant payoff. Also, check the mint mark on your quarter. The 1974 quarter was minted at several locations across the United States, including the Philadelphia Mint, No Mint Mark, Denver Mint, D Mint Mark, and San Francisco Mint, S Mint Mark for proof coins. Certain mint marks can also influence the value, with some being rarer than others. Now, let's talk about the current market value of the 1974 Washington quarter. While most of these coins are worth just a quarter in regular circulation, if you've got one in pristine condition, you could be looking at a significant return on your investment. In uncirculated or mint state, MS 65 and above, condition, a 1974 Washington quarter can be worth around $72.85 or even more, depending on the coin's quality and specific errors. Proof coins from the San Francisco Mint are often worth more as well, especially those that have been well preserved. For proof-like coins, especially those that have been well maintained, you might see values closer to $100 or higher. Meanwhile, a common 1974 quarter in circulated condition is worth, at most, a few dollars, unless you've got a rare mint error on your hands. So, how do you know if your 1974 Washington quarter is worth more than face value? Start by inspecting the condition closely. If it looks well worn, it's probably just worth face value. But if the design is sharp, the coin has a shiny, original luster, and you notice any possible errors, you may want to get it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Once graded, you can then sell your 1974 Washington quarter through an auction house, a reputable coin dealer, or even online platforms like eBay. Always make sure to do your research and get your coin authenticated before selling. So, there you have it. The 1974 Washington quarter could be worth far more than a quarter, but only if you've got one in excellent condition, or if it happens to have a rare mint error. If you've got one of these coins lying around, it might be time to take a closer look. Thanks for tuning in today. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins and their values, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. And, as always, happy collecting!